Hello everyone, good morning. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me or not. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at on monthly chart. And from today, the people who subscribe only they will be able to chat. Isn't it good? Like we won't have any retail stuff to follow. Today I got approved for to select only the subscriber mode. Before I didn't had a subscriber mode, like it was for everyone, but from today the people who subscribe only they will be able to chat with me or ask me questions in the live chat section. So that's the good stuff that happened today. Anyway, I'm looking at the monthly chart. I'm on US 30, as you guys know, and that's the order block that I'm looking at. It's a monthly chart. So this order block, if you look carefully, right, price did got rejected from these two order block. It's a monthly chart. These two order block before in past, right, price rejected here once, twice, and this order block was providing a strong support for price towards the downside, right? And you can see that here price came here again, got rejected again, rejected, and today we are seeing that price hit that order block again, and we are also seeing a rejection. Look at the rejection here. So if price wanna respect this order block, right, it should go towards the downside after hitting this order block, right? So that's it. That's like a big wall for us. It's a monthly chart, so it's like a long-term analysis, right? So that's what I'm looking at today. And if I take you guys on the weekly chart, on weekly chart, when I started this week, I measured the week from the weekly chart, and I gave you guys 3 levels, and I told you guys, like, if price wanna come towards the buy side, and if it's wanna offer more buy side liquidity, then these levels where price should react. These levels are where price should show a reaction to us, right? We are looking for shorts, because not me who's gonna look for longs in these equal lows condition. Okay, so keep in mind these levels. It will be useful for you in long term, not today. Price won't just go and tap into the 0.5 level today, right? But it's for long term. Yeah, so let's go to the daily chart. No one is giving me hard time, by the way, Robert, just so you know. Anyway, so let's focus on our chart. On lower time frame today, I have a clean target, and I'll show you guys once I take you on the lower time frames. So now we are on daily chart, and we are inside of this order block that I marked on the monthly chart, right? And that's what I see on the daily chart. I see relative equal lows, a lot of sell side liquidity that price should offer, right? A lot of unfilled gaps on daily chart. So there's nothing on daily chart, to be honest. Let's go back to the 4-hour. And 4-hour price was choppy yesterday, right? There wasn't any significant move or anything, but we were able to catch two trades. Like, I caught one and I outlined another setup, so we were able to outline 2 setup in between our macro zone yesterday. So let's see what price offers today. And if you look here carefully, we do have relative equal lows downside, right? We also have an equal high on 4-hour chart. That's a equal high, so I'm also keeping that in mind. But price is showing reaction from the order blocks. If you see, that's the order block right here. It's on 4-hour chart. That's a bullish candle, and we are in a bearish scenario. So this bullish candle becomes our order block, and what do you see here? Price getting rejected from this order block, right? So price is respecting this order block, so I'm gonna keep in mind this order block too. And where is our sell side liquidity? It's below this candle's low. The low of this candle comes in at 33,781, so that's our sell side liquidity. on US 30. If I take you on 60-minute chart, it will make way more sense. So I'm just gonna hide the gray shaded box, but keep in mind that we are inside of the monthly order block, and the rejection that you are seeing right here is because of the monthly order block, because we are inside of it, and price it did showed rejection from that order block before, right? So we are expecting to see price taking out sell side liquidity today and offering a little bit of sell side liquidity. At least I'm hoping to see at least price offer this internal sell side liquidity. The internal sell side liquidity that you see here, that's a very clean level to me. That's a relative equal low, and you can see that below we have two lows. That's what makes this low a relatively equal low, and below that we have a major level of sell side liquidity that is here, but we do have an internal sell side liquidity right here. So that's what I'm keeping in mind, and you can see the price is moving towards towards this aggressively. So what I'm hoping to see, what I can see price doing today, it will be something like this. If I give you an analysis on the hourly chart, we do trade on lower time frame, right? So if price is just offering us like 2 hour, I'm gonna be done for today. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting to see. Or price can just come down and can offer sell side liquidity, but because of the past price behavior, this week price has been really like manipulating a lot, right? Last week we had a lot of news, a lot of high impact news, and that's the reason we saw a lot of choppiness, a lot of volatility. And this week we are also seeing a lot of manipulation. Do you guys remember what price did on Monday? That was crazy. And tomorrow, sorry, the day before yesterday was really good. Monday was really choppy, but yesterday was really good. So I'm hoping to see today price offer us some good amount of trades. I'm at least hoping to catch one trade, okay? So today is Wednesday, and we don't have any news. So that's the reason I'm expecting to see clean price action. But on Thursday, we do have a news on 8:30 tomorrow. Most probably, I'm not going to be live streaming tomorrow. And I shared, so that's what that's also a thing that I wanted to talk about. I shared a whole full structure of breaker block on my Twitter account. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you can go there and check this out. I shared the whole structure of a breaker block. Like in a breaker block, we expect to see equal highs, right, or equal low, and then we engage once price takes out a one price does a stop hunt, then hits a discount PD array if you are looking for long. So I think it would be useful for you if you are learning how to trade with a breaker block. So go to my Twitter account and do check it out. I also shared the macro time zones, the times when I look for this setup, right? I look for this setup 3 times. Me personally, I get done by 11. But I do, when I have the mood of trading, I can trade like till 140 or 2. So these are the whole macros that I use, and you can find it on my Twitter account. If you don't have it yet, you can go on my Twitter feed and you will see that there. So that's what I'm looking at today. I can also see a fair value gap on this hourly chart. So let's mark it out and let's name it the hourly chart. Now let's drop down to the lower time frames. Let's look at the 50-minute chart. Nothing significant here on 50-minute though. Like price is showing rejection from order block. So let's see, price got rejected from this hourly fair value gap, right? And it also did hit a 4-hour fair value gap. 4-hour order block. That's the order block, right? I talked about, and it's on 4-hour chart. So price is rejecting from this order block, and now that we are on 50-minute chart, you can clearly see the price is also respecting 15-minute order block. These up close candles that you see right here, all of these are our order block. So I'm also gonna mark it. Yes, those macros applies on ES, Nasdaq, but those macros doesn't work on Forex or any other pair. Macros don't work, but the structure that I'm sharing with you, the breaker block structure, it does works there. and we are getting close to our macro zone, right? It's 8:19. After 1 minute we'll be inside of our macro, so we can look for a setup and we can target these relative equal lows. That makes sense to me. Price already showed reaction from 2 time zones, so let's go back. Let's go to our lower time frame and let's look for a setup. Right, let's go to the 1 minute chart. 1 minute. I don't see a stop hunt though, so no stop hunt, that means no trade, right? Let's see if price does a stop hunt and then we can look for a setup. So for me to get bullish again, right, in this scenario, price will have to go above this fair value gap that I outlined. It's the hourly fair value gap. So if price wanna become bullish, right, it will have to show willingness of going above this hourly fair value gap that I outlined. Until then, I'm bearish. And I'm on 1 minute chart. I'm looking at the 1 minute. I'm also keeping 3 minute chart right next to me. So we got our target, right? We just need a stop hunt now, and after that we'll be able to see a breaker block. Do you see the price is doing a stop hunt? That will be our stop hunt. If price goes above this candle, these bullish candles, that will become a stop hunt. So I'm just marking that, and that's what I'm expecting to see, these down close candles that you see here to become a breaker block. So price did a stop hunt and I marked the candles right here, right? So the down close candles that you see here, that is our breaker block. Isn't it easy? The time that I start my my live stream, just after that I'm looking for a setup. No one no one other than me can do something like this with so much confidence and confirmation. Because how do I get the confidence to outline a setup in front of you? Because I know that in macro zones these setup work. Because of the timing, because I was able to time the market with my setup, and you saw it. You guys have been watching me like for quite a long time, right? Like for 2 weeks, and you saw that this setup that I outlined to you, this breaker block setup, it does repeat, right? So that's another relative equal low, equal high though here. We are inside of our macro zone. Price is hunting buy side liquidity. The more it offers buy side liquidity right now, the more I will be able to become confident in my trade that I will take at 8:30. Why? How I will become confident? Because the more buy side liquidity it offers, the more aggressively it will hunt the sell side liquidity, because it's just leaving the sell side liquidity. Look at here, price offered this liquidity right down here, right? And after that price is reversing. Price did not offer any major level of sell side liquidity. Look at this level here. These are relatively equal. And then if I take you back on time, right, you can see that on 1 minute chart, it's kind of hard to see, but these are relatively equal lows, right? So once price gets done providing providing buy side liquidity, right, we can look for a setup. Until then, I'm just watching. Price did offer the buy side liquidity right here. So let's see if price reverse now. I want to see price getting support towards the sell side right now. So let's see if price does that. No setup is yet in front of us. I can see a down close candle right here, but price will have to go through this down close candle to offer me a setup, right? I don't see a setup yet, just an analysis. Okay guys, let's see what happens. Okay, a lot of the people are asking questions. Let's answer some questions. Justina Patel is asking, I don't know if you do give your opinions on other chart, but would be grateful hearing your thoughts on Ethereum. I thought we would at least touch 2200, right? But I have seen Romeo's tweet about TS. Okay, I'll talk about Ethereum after I'm getting done with this macro, right? I will take you on to the Ethereum chart and I'll share my analysis with you, Justina. Juan is asking, good day, can you look at S&P 500? Yes, let's hop on to S&P 500. US 500, okay? So what do I see on US 500? I see these order blocks, right? If price wanna offer sell side liquidity, I am not expecting to see any candle going above this order block. I do see relative equal lows and these levels are clean, but price did offer the buy side liquidity. Do we have relative equal lows on higher time frame on ES? We don't, right? Let's look at 15 minute. I do see a big fair value gap right here. And I also do see price respecting order block. Other than that, I don't see any setup, to be honest, on ES. There's no stop hunt though. Price is just respecting order blocks that I marked you on 1 minute chart. I want to see price getting rejected from these order blocks, guys. I do see a relative equal low down here. So let's see what price does. If it does not do what I want to see, I will not push a button. I will just be patient and I will just observe the market. I'm not gonna be sad or I'm not gonna be emotional if price does proves me wrong. Suppose I'm expecting bearish price action, right? If price does not offer a bearish price action, I'm not sad because yesterday the trade that I took at 9:20 to 9:30, that trade like gave me 3.5 hour. So I took like 2 trades this week. One was on Ethereum, that was 4 hour, and then I took a US30 trade, right? That was a loss, a partial that I took, and then a loss, so there was no loss. And then I took a 3.5 hour trade yesterday. So I'm currently up in profit this week. So I'm not expecting much from the charts today. You are greedy, okay? You are the one who is greedy. I'm not greedy. I'm happy that I was able to make my ends meet. I'm not working. I was able to make my ends meet from two trades. So I'm just gonna stop. If price does present me a setup and if the setup is clean, okay, I will take it. Other than that, I won't. I'll just be patient. You will just have to see what I do, okay? Let's go and let's look at Dixie. We didn't did any analysis on Dixie. 60-minute chart. Dixie took a major level of high, but Dixie at the same time dollar generated a relative equal high. Do you guys see that? Yesterday I told you guys that do you guys remember that I outlined a BPR and then a fair value gap? Now if you look at this, didn't dollar use the same fair value gap that it used to offer sell side liquidity? Then it used the same fair value gap to offer buy side liquidity. Do you see it? That's the reason our mentor tells us once a fair value gap offers support, don't think that it's done with providing support. Extend the fair value gap out on time and you will see fair value gap providing more support, okay? So if I extend this old fair value gap that I outlined to you guys yesterday, you will be able to see the price did came up and used the same fair value gap. Look at the support that price got. Look at these candles. If you know how to read charts, you'll be able to see the price got support from this fair value gap. So we do have relative equal high right above us. So I'm just gonna clear my chart. Let's look at daily chart. Okay, is there any setup though? No. So that's what I see. Price is coming down to this fair value gap, and if I take you on the daily chart, we do have a volume imbalance right here, and we do have an order block there is price getting rejected from. So I do want to see, okay, look at these relative equal highs that dollar generated. This level 102, the level that you see 102 236, this level is really clean. So what I'm expecting to see, price coming up and taking out this liquidity. And if dollar is offering buy side liquidity, what do we expect on indices? To offer sell side liquidity, right? So it does matches our analysis with US 30, and on US 30 you can see that price is just offering buy side liquidity right here, no willingness to offer sell side liquidity. So let's see what US 30 does. Nasdaq has this relative equal low down here. I don't see any setup, guys, so that's the reason I'm not forcing anything. I'm looking for shorts, and if I see a short trade idea, I will take it. Other than that, I'll just be sitting here and talking to you. So that's a relative equal low, right? And that's what I see on hourly chart. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. We do have a fair value gap right here that price generated. I'm at least expecting to see this swing low to get taken, because do you see that it's a fair value gap on 4-hour chart? I'm on Nasdaq, and this fair value gap that I just outlined, it's on discount, and this fair value gap is not filled. That's a unfilled fair value gap. Now I don't care about dollar, okay? Someone, Will John is asking, is your bearish bias also because of Dixie? No, I just use Dixie to get confirmation, like a strong confirmation. Dixie work as a confirmation for me in my trades, but I do not rely on Dixie completely, because there are times when you will see like a dollar moving with indices, right? So when it does that, it also proving me wrong, right? So that's the time when price manipulates, and that's the reason I just don't rely on dollars analysis completely. If my chart, my pair is giving me a clear analysis, and that's what it's giving today, then I just don't care about dollar. If my analysis is not clear on my chart, my pair, I look at dollar, and that's the time when I use dollar. So that's a fair value gap right here that is on discount. So I'm expecting to see Nasdaq coming down here and offering feeling this imbalance. So let's see what Nasdaq does. Okay, 60-minute chart, right? It does make sense. It does make sense for price to offer sell side liquidity. So let's look at US 30. Okay, so I do see a trade idea right here. So it will be something like this. If I mark it like this, and let's just see, okay, that will be 2R. And if it does paints out the way I want it to, I will tell you why I saw a trade idea here. It's not a breaker block setup, okay guys, it's something else. If this trade idea paints out, and if price gives me to where, I'm not executing though. I'm not executing yet, because the fair value gap that you see here, I want to see price getting support from this fair value gap towards the sell side. That's what I want to see. So let's see if price does offer us what I want to see. I will take this trade on demo though. Let's see if this idea works or not, right? No one is stopping me to take this trade on demo. I'm gonna use a demo account, and I will see that if this trade idea works or not. Because me personally, guys, I'm done for this week. I made enough money. I made my ends meet, folks. If I'm able to feed my family and me, why should I care making a lot of money? That's a setup that I outlined, and you can see that price is respecting. That's another model that I trade with. I won't share it with you. That's the only time that you will see me outlining this setup. That's a strong setup. The setup that I'm sharing with you guys, you will not find any other trader sharing this kind of setup, this kind of. Do you ever saw any people the way I use breaker block? Do you ever saw someone using breaker block like that? Let me know in the chat. I'll like name a person who does use a breaker block like I do. Like once price closes a candle's body above the breaker block, I engage. Does anyone tells you that? I'm not living on US. Sorry, what? US. I'm on Canada, so I can trade on US 30 from Canada. Dhava Patel, if any one of you, okay, ever comparing me with ICT, I'm gonna block you, bro, like forever. Don't ever compare me with ICT. He's my mentor. I don't know. Some of you are so fucking stupid. Why you compare me with ICT? He's the mentor, bro. I did not invented any of this setup, okay? I just refined and I just use what ICT already gave to me. I did not invented it. Okay, don't do that. So this trade looks good, huh? So our idea was good. You can see that it's printing live. The way I talk with you guys, I know sometimes it feels like I'm using replay mode, but I'm not. How many times you guys saw me outlining a setup and it painted out live in front of you before a setup does, though? Before a setup does present itself. If price is closing candle's body below this down close candle, right? A partial would be here, guys. A partial would be here. So my stop loss will be like this now. Right now, a partial would be here, right here. And I'll just make my TP like this. Hydra, I think you have a bullish breaker on US 30. I don't care. That's a good thing, bro. That's the only person I want to be compared to in trading. Powerful bullish block, not too far below. Okay. Swing trading recommended ICT content. I hate swing trading. I won't recommend you anything. You are good, bro. I see this setup, my G. Hydra, what the trade base of what? That's another setup I won't share with you. Exactly, brother. Michael is the GOAT. Yes. It doesn't make sense. Michael is the only person in this world, okay, who can trade like a fucking computer, like a algo. And you are freaking comparing me with him. He holds Enigma, guys. He holds the secret of trading, okay? And he has 30 years of experience. 30 freaking years. If I can do this in front of you with my short experience, imagine what ICT can do with his 30 years of experience. That dude, he's been looking at these charts for like forever, and I born on 1999, so so what's the logic behind comparing me with ICT? I don't get it. And that day I saw ICT losing a trade, that's the very day I knew that. Like before, I was like, okay, if ICT, before that, like, guys, like when he was teaching everything, I was like, okay, this man, he invented all of those concepts, right? So to me, it was like, okay, to ICT, he never takes loss, but I saw him taking loss live. And that day I knew that like I will take loss. So that day I was completely focusing on, from that day, I was completely focusing on risk management. That day proved me that risk management is everything in trading. If you don't know how to manage your risk, you won't be profitable in this game. It doesn't matter whatever concept you are using, even if you're using Enigma, if ICT has Enigma, right? And even after using that, he is taking loss. So what makes me superior that I won't take a loss? I will take a loss, and I will have to manage my losses with what? With risk management. If you don't have a risk management, you won't go far in this industry. There's a fair value gap that price is getting rejected from. I wanna see price getting rejected from this fair value gap and not coming up and closing a candle's body above this order block that you see. Let me zoom in a little bit. That's the order block right here, right? I don't want to see price coming up and going above this order block. If it does that, okay, so my stop loss will be like this right now. Do you guys see how I'm trailing my stop loss? So I got a partial here, right? Once price was here, I got a partial. So this trade, even if it hits my stop loss right now, I'm not gonna be in any loss. The people who are talking about backtesting here, why? Backtesting for what? Forex Tester 5, what is that? Forex Tester 5? I heard about MetaTrader 4 5, but never heard about Forex Tester 5. What is that? Someone is asking, isn't your macro finished already? Yes, it did. So guys, my stop loss is gonna be like this right now. If price is coming up and closing candle's body below this order block, I'm out. No loss, a partial, that's it. Yes. Yeah, so this trade gave us a one partial, right? So I wanted to see price getting rejected from this order block, but it didn't. Now it's going up, and let's see if it does get rejected from this fair value gap, right? So let's see what it does. Let's look at the questions that people are asking. Isn't your macro finished already? So is it still to take this trade possible? No, I won't push any button right now. I'll wait patiently till 9:20 to 9:30, and I'll see what price does. Until then, I'm not doing anything. The trade that I took here, it wasn't demo. I told you guys that I can see a setup and I can take this trade on demo, right? If you guys remember, and then I gave you like a stop loss here, and the target was here. Price did give us a partial, but I wanted to see price do something else, like not going above this order block, but it did. Even if it's coming down now, I'm not regretting, because that's how I trade. That's how I trade, and I trade better than you with this model, okay? You don't even have a model. Wow, that's a very nice rejection from this fair value gap, right? This fair value gap was on where this fair value gap was on a premium, right? Premium to discount. If I measure it like this, so this fair value gap was on premium. So if I was not trailing my stop loss, right, it would have been a good trade idea. But guys, that's how I trade. I prefer to be a little bit safer. That's how I make my money. That's how I'm not like in any kind of emotional zone. But our idea was correct, right? As price is now coming down, I can see that my trade idea was correct. So that's another model that I use to trade the fair value gaps that I outlined here, right? How did I got confidence to share a trade idea with you? So the trade idea was like this, right? My stop loss will be here, and I was targeting like 2R, right? So the trade idea was like this. Why I use this trade idea? Because of this hourly fair value gap. And you can see that if you took this trade, I didn't. I took this trade on demo. It would have been a clean trade without hitting our stop loss, but I trade by trailing my stop loss, and that's what you saw. But we were able to see a setup, right? And price did exactly I wanted to. So you can screenshot it. I'll put the marker again. We are learning here, guys. I'm not your mentor. We are learning here, and that's how we learn. If you are here to use me as a signal, you won't be able to do that, because if you are not listening to the logic that I'm using, if you are using me as a signal, you will see a lot of loss, even though my trade ideas are correct. So that's a 2-hour trade, right? That I shared with you, and the idea was correct. Now I will tell you the reason. Let's go back to the 60-minute chart. You can see that that's a fair value gap, right? That's a fair value gap that I outlined to you on the 60-minute chart. So that fair value gap, price will use this same fair value gap again and again once price goes through it. Suppose price went above, right, and didn't respect this fair value gap. That's a CB. So from CB, what do we expect? We expect to see CB offering sell side liquidity, right, guys? So if price does not respect the CB, and suppose price broke the CB and went above, now price is offering buy side liquidity. I can use the same fair value gap to look for another setup. That's something like inversion. If you guys heard about inversion fair value gap, that's what I'm using. That's another trading model that I use. Breaker block is not only my trading model that I use. I use a couple of other trading model, and I'm not flexing with you. You can see that I outlined the setup in front of you by using the inversion fair value gap, and you saw it printing and hitting my TP. Alright, so if I take you back on 1 minute chart, so that was the whole logic. Price did a stop hunt, right? Price did offered buy side liquidity, and after that price did what? Price came down and closed the candle's body below our 60-minute fair value gap, right? So that's the reason I saw it as a trade idea, and you can see that it painted out just as I wanted, but because I do trail my stop loss, I got stopped out. But other than that, that was a very nice trade idea, right? I do not trade live stream every day, guys. When I want to, that's the time when I do live stream. Today I wanted to do that live stream, so that's the reason that you are seeing me here. So that's a 2-hour trade, guys. You screenshot it. You can use it as in your trading model. Okay, you can backtest these ideas that I'm sharing with you for free. Okay. No one, I can challenge you, go in any other ICT students live stream, no one will share their all trading model with you. I'm doing it here for free. Okay, so I'm gonna write down the confirmation that I used in this trade so that it becomes useful for you. So our first confirmation was price did a stop hunt. So that was our first confirmation, right? Price did a stop hunt here, and then the hourly fair value gap, right? That was another confirmation. Price did closed a candle's body below the hourly fair value gap. That was CB. You are learning here, guys. If you are using me as your signal service, I don't want you to, okay? Please don't do that. Please, guys, the things that I'm sharing with you, if you are listening to me carefully, if you are learning like that, you will be able to see your chart just like I'm seeing. But if you are using me as your signal service, okay, you won't be able to do the things once I'm gone. I won't keep doing and sharing these things for free for like forever. 400 people watching, guys. Can we get to 200 likes? Like, that's a new trade idea that I shared with you, right? Hit the like button, smash it. I want all of you to hit the like button if you appreciate the knowledge that I'm sharing with you. So price did close the candle's body below this what? fair value gap. So that's another trade idea, right? So that was another confirmation. So these two are the confirmation that I took. You can okay, so screenshot it, guys. It will be useful for you in future. Trust me, this setup, the setup that I shared with you just right now, you can make a whole freaking model out of it, right? How many times you see a fair value gap getting failed? How many times you see that? So if you can use the fair value gaps that are getting failed for your trade idea, it will be beneficial for you. Screenshot it. Trust me, it will be very beneficial to you in future. And do backtesting with it, guys. You'll be able to see what I'm telling you. It works. Screenshot it, and I do see another setup right here. So I guess you screenshotted it. So the setup that I see right here, it will be something like this. But I'm not taking this trade right now because we are in a manipulation zone, right? Because I don't trade after 8:35. That's the time when price likes to manipulate. Why am I outlining this trade? Before I tell you the reason, right? Can you see the reason of me outlining this setup? That's another trade idea, guys, and that's another 2-hour trade idea. And you will see price offering the sell side liquidity live in front of you. I know it feels like I'm using replay mode, but it's not. It's printing live with logic, and I'm sharing that logic with you. If you appreciate that, smash the like button. Okay, so now I'm gonna share the logic with you. Price, that's a higher high, right? You don't need a swing. You don't freaking need a swing to get a stop hunt. That's a higher high, and price did a stop hunt here, right? And these down close candles that you see, by logic, that becomes our breaker block. So now I want to see if price respect this or not. I'm not pushing the button. Me personally, I'm freaking done for this week. So I don't care if price gives me a setup or not, or if price hits me my stop loss. Now that from now on, the trades that I will take, all of those trades will be demo. I made my ends meet, okay, guys? So I'm not gonna take any trades live, but I will keep sharing my ideas with you. So these down close candles that you see right here, these are our breaker block. So what do you see here? Price getting rejected from this breaker block, right? So that's the reason I told you I can see another freaking trade idea. But I'm not taking this trade. I told you guys, price likes to manipulate in between these times, right? In between after 8:35 till 9:20, that's the time price manipulates a lot. Look at this. Look at this gap that price did right here. Look at this gap. It does not happen like this in a good scenario, okay? In a low risk scenario, price does not do things like this. Look at the gap here, guys. Jackie is asking, anybody explain what's a breaker block? Bro, you can go on my YouTube channel and you can watch the videos that I made about breaker block. I explained what a breaker block is and how I look for a setup in between the zones, in between my macro zones, and how I time the market, okay? I do not look for a setup like you. I can see that you are a retail. And I do not look for setup all day. I only look for setup in between certain times, and in between those certain times price repeats those setup. Yes, I know it sounds like a magic. Go ahead and check out those videos, Jackie, and you will be able to discover a whole new chart in front of you. Bro, oh my, that's another dude. Didn't you say if a candle closes above, I don't like it and I'm out? Yes, dude, I told you. How many times I told you, if price was closing candle's body above this order block, right? I'm out, and I took this trade on demo. That another dude who is complaining, so you are blocked. Never ever will be able to ask me any question in this channel. I think some people are like deaf, you know, that they cannot hear anything. I told you I'm out in this trade, but the trade idea that I shared with you, that was a right trade idea. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I was talking about, okay? Oh my, the freaking shit that you are. Anyway, guys, let's focus on our chart, and you can see that like price is manipulating a lot right now. The zones that I tell you, okay, after 8:35 till 9:20, price likes to manipulate a lot. I'm using forex.com. That's the broker that I use. Yes, that's the time, guys. How do you know? Like, that's a question that I was asking to myself when I was a beginner. How can I know when price will consolidate? How can I know when price will manipulate? Because I can see that price is manipulating, right? But I never know the time. That's when I discovered after 8:35, okay? After 8:35 till 9:20, that's the time when price manipulates. That's the time when price consolidate. Note it, go and backtest it, you'll see it every day. Most of the time, I can guarantee you 75% of the time price manipulates in those zones, right? And the reason that I blocked that guy, like he was telling me, didn't I say that I got out? Yes, I told you that I'm out, right? So the trade idea he was talking about, it was something like this. So I outlined the setup in front of you, right, guys? And I told you that that's a 2-hour setup. I can see a trade idea. And then I told you what? That I don't want to see price coming up and hitting my stop loss in this order block. And I also told you guys that's a partial. Take a partial here, right? That's a precision, folks, that no one other, like, you will only see this kind of precision in, like, you want to see this kind of precision in yourself, right? So that's what I'm doing here. I'm building patience in me. I'm not your mentor. I'm just a student like you, okay? So, and I told you I'm not taking this trade live. I'm done for the week. I took this trade on demo. I followed my rules. That's how I trade. I got a partial. There was no loss, okay? Price did hit my stop loss, but I was in profit on demo. Anyway, guys, so let's focus on our chart. There's nothing to see actually until 9:20 to 9:30, okay? So let's look at dollar, what dollar is doing. I want to see what dollar is doing. 60-minute chart. Okay, dollar went below this fair value gap that I outlined to you guys. I wanted to see price getting support, but dollar has something else in mind. So let's see if dollar is getting support from this fair value gap that you see here, right? And what do you see indices doing right now? Indices is moving with dollar, right? Dollar is offering sell side liquidity, and what do you see on indices? Indices is offering sell side liquidity plus it's chopping, right? Let's look at the US 30 chart. It's right next to dollar chart. What do you see? US 30 doing the exact same thing that dollar is doing, but dollar is clean in a low resistance liquidity run, but US30 is in a high resistance liquidity run, right? So that's how you know when price will manipulate. When dollar and US30 they move together, that's the time when when you will see manipulation, a lot of manipulation. And that's what we are seeing here. For a clean setup, you wanna see these two charts are behaving opposite to each other. Like dollar, if dollar is offering sell side, you wanna see US30 offering buy side. But do you see it here? Do you see US30 offering buy side? No, it's just chopping around. It's just manipulating, and it's offering sell side liquidity like dollar. So in dollar, I'm expecting to see something like this, like this. So let's see. I wanna see price getting support from this fair value gap. If it does not, if dollar does not get support from this fair value gap, right? Dollar will hunt these relative equal lows that you see here. These are relative equal lows, right? And let's see what dollar does. Dollar did offered. Echo.
This is a
Stop. Okay, so that's what I see in dollar. I want to see price getting rejected from this inversion, using this inversion fair value gap as support. And if it does not do that, we will see price offering sell side liquidity like this, because price did offered buy side liquidity, guys. That's a buy side liquidity level right here, and that's a major level of buy side liquidity, and price did offer buy side liquidity here. So let's see, if dollar is not getting support from this inversion, I'm expecting bearish price action on dollar. On Nasdaq is clean though. I told you guys that I want to see Nasdaq getting offering this, feeling this imbalance that I outlined on 60-minute chart. Do you guys remember? Let me take you on to the 4-hour. Sorry, 4-hour chart. That's a 4-hour chart, and this fair value gap is unfilled. So I wanna see Nasdaq coming down and feeling this fair value gap right here. Oh, above the order block, not the consequent encroachment of the order block. The order block that I marked, and I told you guys that I don't want to see price coming up and closing candles body above it. So the order block that I was talking about is the whole order block, okay? Because price can get rejected from the midway of an order block. When you are talking about an order block, that's not a consequent encroachment. That's midway, mean threshold, okay? ICT says the 0.5 level of an order block as mean threshold. So yeah, so I was expecting, my stop loss was like this. If you guys are wondering, right, my stop loss was like this, above the order block, so there was no loss, right guys. I took a partial, so I get like 1 hour. I took the half position off. If I was trading live, I would have did it like this. Like I told you, when this candle was here, go back and listen to the live stream. When this candle just printed right next to bullish candle, I told you guys that's a partial here. Do you guys remember? And I told you if price is going above this bullish candle, I'm out. And that's what price did. After that, price is doing what? Price is manipulating. Why did I told you that if price is offering buy side liquidity and getting above this order block, I'm out? Why? Because look at the things right now. If price wanna offer sell side liquidity, it should remain aggressive. Why it should remain aggressive? Because it closed the candle's body below our 60-minute fair value gap, right? That's a 60-minute fair value gap, hourly fair value gap. So that's what I wanted to see. Price got support from this fair value gap, and I didn't want it to see price coming up and hitting this fair value gap again. That's how I trade, guys. I make money like this. I like to be a little bit safer, okay? I like not to take a loss. That's how I mitigate my loss. Every day there will be setup. Every day I'll be able to trade, but that's how I mitigate my loss, by trailing the stop loss. If I'm getting a partial, okay? If I'm getting a partial, I put my stop loss in the entry. And I don't care if price comes up and hit my stop loss and goes down, just like you saw here. Why should I care? I can see setup every single time in every single macro, right? Most of the time, not every single day though, but I can see setup. So why should I care if I can see setup? And you guys saw it, like the way I managed my stop loss. Yesterday price didn't hit my stop loss. It was moving aggressively towards the sell side, the way I tell you guys, right? But that's how I trade. If you don't like it, the way I trail my stop loss, if you don't like it, just say yes here and I'll be able to block you. Dixie is dropping. Is it dropping? Yes, I know. It's dropping real hard, and let's just wait, guys. I'm not expecting. I don't see any setup here though. I can see relative equal lows, and that's what I'm gonna target. Okay, I'm gonna target only what? Only the relative equal lows, because I'm looking for short. Look at this. Look at these relative equal lows. I'm only gonna look for short today. You are blocked, bro. Go. Okay. So let's see if price present us any setup at 920 to 930. Okay. If price does present us a setup at 920 to 930, I'm looking for shorts today only. I'm not looking for any longs, because look at the relative equal lows. If you are a ICT trader, okay guys, he tells us that he will never buy a double bottom, a triple bottom. ICT, how many times you heard it from ICT? If you have been following him for a long time, he tells us, I will never buy, or I will never sell from a double top, triple top, double bottom, triple up, like this. So what he tells us to target these relative equal lows, and I can see a lot of relative equal lows today. So I'm not the person who's gonna buy today. If you are buying today, go ahead, do it. Not me, okay? I'm only looking for shorts today. Why are you watching my stream, bro? If you don't like me, just leave. No one is telling you to be here, right? Why be rude, bro? The fuck? Okay, guys, so that's the stop on price did. So let's see if price gets rejected from this order block, this 15-minute order block. Yes, price hit this 15-minute order block again. Price got rejected. Did a stop hunt, right? It matches with our setup. Do you see the setup I told you to look for? Do you see it here? I do see a setup here. Look at this relative equal lows. We do have a target, right? Now I want to see price closing a candles body below this last down close candles that you see here. After that, I'm going to be taking a trade. Other than that, no. I don't want to see price getting support from this hourly fair value gap. That's this gray shaded box that you see, that's the hourly fair value gap. I don't want to see price getting support from it. I want to see price coming down, okay guys? If it does not do that, I'm just gonna be sitting still. The more liquidity it offers towards the buy side, the more confirmation it is for me that price will hunt these relative equal lows. We are not close to our macro zone, right? So we are not looking for a setup right now. Let's wait till 920 and let's see what price does. I want to see price getting rejected from this order block though. Inside this order block, we have a major swing high here. So even if price coming up here and offering this buy side liquidity up here, I'll be able to take a trade. I'll be able to take a trade with confidence. I do not fear it. But if price is going above this order block right here, that's what I don't want to see. So let's just wait and see what price does. Okay guys, do you see how price used this fair value gap to get support towards the buy side? Learn it. Okay, the things that I'm gonna tell you right now, it's so much valuable, guys. The information, the knowledge. That's our hourly fair value gap, right? Do you guys remember? And what do you see here? Price closed the candle's body above the hourly fair value gap, right? And what do you see here? Price got support towards the buy side. Just like I tell you to trade breaker block, once price closes a candle's body above or below order block, breaker block, I tell you to engage, right, at the very next candle. That's how I use a fair value gap. Look at this fair value gap. This fair value gap was a CB, right? Now price is using it as a BC. And do you see how beautifully price is getting support from it? Price is going up, right? The closing candle's body above it, and then price is getting support from the same fair value gap. So if you were taking a trade from this fair value gap, it would be something like this. Suppose you entered after price closed the candle's body above the fair value gap, right? You put your stop loss below the fair value gap and you target 2R. And beautifully price gave you 2R. That's a model that I'm sharing with you. That's another model. Go and backtest with this model. You will get surprised, guys. I'm telling you, when a fair value gap fails, price uses the same fair value gap for support towards another direction, right? Let me take you on 60-minute chart. You can make a trading model just based on this fair value gap idea. That's a 60-minute fair value gap, right? That's a CB. Price went below, right? But price got rejected from this CB. Price did not got support from this CB. Rather, if I take you back on 1-minute chart, rather price came up and closed the candle's body above this fair value gap, right? So we also do have target. We have relative equal high, so you can target these, right? And that would have been a clean trade for you if you were trading like that. You enter once price closes the candle's body above it, and you look for a target. If you don't have a clean target, guys, don't engage in that trade. We do had a clean target. We do had relative equal highs, right? Once you have a relative equal highs, that's a strong level of liquidity for price. Equal high and equal low, those levels are very strong level of liquidity. So that's just a trade idea that I told you. That was on hindsight. I don't like to analyze my chart with hindsight price behavior, but that's the trade idea that I shared with you. You can go and backtest this trade idea, and trust me, you will see that price respecting old fair value gaps again and again and again and again and again and again and again. I'm only looking for shorts, so I'm not interested in any of these moves right here. Whatever price is doing, let's just jump into the 5-minute chart. So our 50-minute order block is not valid anymore, right? There was a 50-minute order block that I outlined to you. This order block price got rejected from it, right? And I shared a 2R trade idea with you, and you saw it printing. I wasn't in that trade because that's how I trade, but you saw the trade idea was correct. And price is going above. We do have a relative equal high here. That's a 4-hour relative equal high, and you can see that it's clear on 50-minute chart. So let's see what price does. I'm only gonna look for shorts. I'm telling you guys again, I'm not interested in taking any long trade ideas. Even price like presenting a setup in front of me with even if it's a breaker block setup, it doesn't matter to me. I'm only gonna look for shorts. So as price is moving aggressively, I think it will hunt these relative equal highs that you see here. And if it does that, I can look for a trade idea from there. So let's wait and see what price does. And if price is getting rejected from this order block, I don't see price getting rejected from this order block. Look at this move. This move was aggressive, right? Dollar is dumping and US30 is buying. Look at the dollar. So dollar is getting support, right? Look at the rejection on this candle from, yeah, that's a gap, because the gap that you are seeing on US30 is because of the broker that I'm using, currency.com. If you go on other charts, and now I'm using the elite cap chart, okay? There's no gap. It's because of the broker, guys. Sometimes it happens like this. I don't care about it, okay? I know why it's happening. It's because of the broker that does something like this. Anyway, dollar is getting rejected from this fair value gap that I outlined to you. So this fair value gap was on 60-minute chart, right? Yes, that's the old fair value gap that price did use to hunt sell side liquidity. And that's the fair value gap that price used to get support towards the upside. Now I want to see price getting support from it again. So let's see what happens. Now they are moving opposite, guys, right? Dollar is offering sell side, US30 is offering buy side. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. That's what tells me that price is now out of a manipulation zone. So I think these relative equal highs that you see here are getting taken out, because I have every other confirmation to see that. That's the order block, right? That's a 50-minute order block. And what do you see? A price using this order block for support. You don't know that once price is done. If you were trading, like, right, you can see an order block. We can all see order block. But you never extend the order block out on time. Every ICT concept can be used as an inversion. Everything. A breaker block can be used as an inversion. A fair value gap can be used as an inversion. An order block can be used as an inversion. Every concept, guys. In every concept, once those concept fails to provide support for price, that same concept will offer price resistance. As long as you want. There's no time zone like after 3 or 4 times this fair value gap or order block gets invalid. Why are you so lazy, Vabs? Use the order block, outline the order block on your chart again and again and see how price reacts from it. You seek precision, Vabs. That's how you get precision. If you are lazy, that's not for you. You will make money once in a while and then you will lose a lot of money. Do you stretch old fair value gap to re-enter? A question by BBTT. Yes, I use old fair value gaps to look for another trade idea. Just as I shared with you on 1 minute chart, right? When price was here, I told you that I can see a trade idea. What was the confirmation? I told you that the confirmation was the hourly fair value gap. Price did close the candle body below the fair value gap, and I did told you that I want to see price getting rejected from it. And you saw it. You saw price getting rejected from the fair value gap. So that was a trade idea, and I shared the confluences with you. I told you to take a screenshot, and if you backtest it, BBTT, you will be able to see that price uses old fair value gaps as support to hunt liquidity. You are welcome, Vabs. So price did offered these major level of buy side liquidity right here. I still don't see any setup. So let's just wait. Let's just wait till 9:20. If price is taking out this relative equal high, right, that we saw on 4-hour chart, I'll be able, it will work as an extra confirmation in my trades, a strong confirmation though. And you can see that if I take you can see that on 5-minute chart, price is just aggressively offering buy side, buy side, buy side again and again, and leaving relative equal lows. What volume imbalance? That's not a volume imbalance. It's because of the broker that I'm using. If I take you on to the another broker, that's another broker, Elite Cap, you can see that there's no gap, so that's not a volume imbalance. If there was something like this, it would have been a liquidity void, not a gap. It's not a gap, it's liquidity void. Yes, I also use opening gap, new week opening gap, new day opening gap. So I can see a new week opening gap right here, right? But as we are getting close to our 920 to 930 macro, we are inside of our macro zone. But I'm not expecting price to go up and hit this new week opening gap. Why? Because it already did couple of times. It already offered buy side liquidity a lot of the times. What I wanna see right now, price offer sell side liquidity because of the relative equal lows that you see. That's the reason I'm expecting bearish price action. If I don't see that, I will not take a trade. But I'm also expecting to see price taking out these relative equal highs that I marked here. Let's look at ES. Let's look at ES. ES generated equal high here. The high of this candle comes in at 41,000, 4133, 4133.70, 4133.65. So price took this high and hit this fair value gap just by one tick. That's a fair value gap, right? Price came up, hit this fair value gap just by one tick. This candle's high comes in at 4133.65, and this candle's high comes in at 4133.70. So just by a quarter, like just by a tick, price tapped into this fair value gap. Okay, we are close to our macro. That was our 50-minute order block, right? Sorry, what? I'm on US 30, and this blue shaded box that you see, that's a 50-minute order block. I want to see price closing a candle's body below this order block. Price offered buy side liquidity, right? Price offered buy side liquidity here, right here. And it's showing every willingness to me that it wanna go down. Let's see. I can see relative equal lows. Okay, so the trade idea will be something like this. A stop loss above the order block. And like this 2R. Price did not close the candle's body below it, and I'm not taking this trade. I will take this trade in demo once price closes the candle's body below the order block. Okay, guys, and we will see if price respects our trade idea or not. If you are here to use me a signal, just leave, okay? A lot of newbies are here. Someone is asking me, can you engage when you see the setup being formed after macro time? That's another newbie. So I'm not gonna answer any newbie question. So let's see if price closes the candlestick body below this order block. And if it does, I do have other confirmation, guys. I'm not gonna just take a trade with one confirmation. You can see a stop hunt here. Price did offer major level of buy side liquidity. Price did went below this order block. Order block mean threshold right now. And then I can also see price getting rejected from this small fair value gap that you see here. That's a small fair value gap. If I zoom in a lot for you, you can see that that's a fair value gap here, and price is getting rejected from it, right? So now what I want to see price closing candlestick body below it, and then I can use it as a trade idea. Until then, I'm not using it, and I'm not gonna take this trade on live. Okay guys, I'm using my idea to test other ideas. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. 2R targeting these relative equal lows. The people who are using me as signal service, if I ever see you doing something like this, trust me, you will get blocked. I don't care if you are a fan of me or not. I don't care if you like me, love me or not, you will get blocked. So I want to see a candlestick body closure below it. Price did not close the candlestick body below yet. Once it does, we will be able to engage. Nah, it didn't close the candlestick body below, right? So there's no way that I'm engaging in this condition. I need a candlestick body closure below this order block. Price came up to the premium zone, right? Yes. So if price is not rejecting right now, it will just hunt buy side liquidity, guys. That's what I see. Because look at that, price came up to the premium, right? It hit the premium zone. If price does not reject right now in this move, it will just hunt the buy side liquidity, and it will hunt these relative equal highs. These relative equal highs that you see, it will hunt that. Yes, I think it will hunt the buy side liquidity. Let's just see what price does. US 500, what US 500 doing? Nothing significant. No clean setup today, right? No freaking clean setup. Yes, that's what you are seeing, right? Price will hunt buy side liquidity. It didn't reject it from the premium zone, so there's no way. Let's just wait. Still I'm waiting. Still I wanna see price offer buy side liquidity. Sorry, sell side liquidity. Look at a NAS and SPX 500. Isn't it a bullish mitigation block on the 5-minute chart? No clean setup every day. Yes. The people who understand that, I want them with me. And the people who don't understand that, they're not making any money from trading. Because how do I know the people who don't understand that every day there won't be a clean setup? They're not making money. Because I was like them, okay? I was looking for a clean setup every freaking day. I was looking to trade every day. And that's when I lost most of my money. And when I was like trading with logic, and once I made my ends meet and I was getting done, that's the time I started making a lot of money. I started making a lot of money that's time, okay? Consistently though. Retailers, what they do is like they make money one day, the other day they just lost it, and they flex with the money for a whole year. That's what they do. But I don't do it like this, guys. Like, I've been through those things. Now I try to avoid those things. Success for you, we're asking trading. Golden rule is to wait. Be patient. ICT always say that. Yes. If you cannot be patient, right? You won't go further in this industry. To be honest, guys, I don't see any high probability setup in this condition. It's not respecting any equal lows. Price did a stop hunt here. A stop hunt is here. Do you see it? Price did a stop hunt. And that's our monthly order block, right? Is it? Wow, look at this. Wow, 9:30 though, so yes, the equal high, it got cleared. Now let's see if price rejects or not from here. Price cleared the equal highs, guys. That's the relative equal highs that was on higher time frame. Now let's see if price rejects from here or not. $15-minute, no setup, nothing yet. Okay, price is rejecting right after taking out this relative equal highs. I need more confirmation. That's not enough for me to take a trade even on demo. Even if I'm taking a trade on demo, I wanna see more confirmation. That's a fair value gap right here. I wanna see price rejecting from it. Nah, price is using it for support towards the buy side, huh? I think price will hunt this this swing high that you see here. Let's look at dollar. Dollar dropping. Yes. Now today I don't have any interest to trade in this price action. That's our breaker block right here. That I got two confirmation. Price did a stop hunt. Price went below this fair value gap, and that's our breaker block right here. And and let's see what it does. We can, that would be a target. So I can see a trade idea, but let's see if price respect it or not. That would be the trade idea though. I'm taking it on demo. I want to see demo entry done. Let's see what price does. Let's see if price respect this order breaker block and hunt these relative equal lows down here. A partial would be here, below these lows. Here, a partial. Now I will trail my stop loss like this, and I'll put it at the midway, of the breaker block like this. If you don't like it, just I don't want you to be here. The way I trail my stop loss, if you don't like it, just leave, bro. Partial incoming, partial here. Partial done. Partial done. Now our stop loss can be like this. Even if price is coming up and taking us out, we are not in any loss. Okay, partial, one partial done here. Price left this relative equal low. Price generated another equal low, right? Wow, price is manipulating a lot, guys. Look at that. It's just offering like a short-term sell side liquidity and then just moving aggressively towards the buy side. Right? Wow, look at that rejection. What the hell? That was quick, right? That was really quick. The rejection that this candle showed, that was really quick though. The rejection in this candle was really, really quick. Wow. Is there any news? Is there any news? No, we don't have any news, so that rejection in price was like, wow, it surprised me. We don't even have any we have a news at 10:30. There is crude oil inventories, but it's not a high impact news, so who cares, right? It's not a unicorn. A unicorn is when price taps into a fair value gap inside of a breaker block. It's not a unicorn. Sheikh Ghazi is saying, I see why you prefer US 30 to NAS and ES. Yes, US 30 is way more cleaner most of the time, okay? The people who trade on ES, I don't know why they prefer ES. Okay guys, how many times you have been watching my live stream for like 2 weeks, right? And how many times you saw I outlined a setup and it was clean? It was clean. If I take you back onto the other chart, look at US 500. Is it moving? It's not even moving. It's consolidating. Look at NAS. And now look at US 30. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hit it. Wow, we just created another low. Okay, it's coming down. Anyway. US 30 is beautiful. It's my baby, okay? She's been serving me for like years, guys. I love her. I love her from my heart, and I will never go to anyone else. Okay? I love US 30. Let's look at dollar. What dollar is doing? Nothing. Wow. Look at these candles, guys. I will not do. I'll end my stream after it hits our TP. Okay. I will not trade 950 to 1010. I don't have any interest, to be honest. I just want to get done. This manipulation, I don't like it at all. Look at the manipulation, the choppiness, the candles, wicks. I don't like it. If you guys are enjoying and expect to see a like from you, 400 people watching, guys, what are you doing? Smash the like button, guys. Smash it. Show me that you support me, you appreciate my commentaries. Show that to me. I'm not only telling you that I can see a trade idea, I'm sharing every freaking logic with you. Who does that, guys? Who does that? Every logic. I told you I want to see this fair value gap reject price. It did. I told you I want to see price closing candles body below this breaker block. It did. Right? And I also told you there was another confirmation. Price took this relative equal highs. Before it took it, I told you that I want to see price taking out this relative equal high and then dumping. Everything I told you, okay? Every single logic that I saw in chart, everything I told you. I shared with you everything. And if you don't appreciate that, bro, like, there's something wrong with you. Yeah, I've been blocking. Like, there's like more than 100 people I blocked. 100 people. I don't care if it reaches 1,000. I don't freaking care. You wanna get blocked? Just say yes. I don't care if you are a supporter of me or not. What I'm doing here, you guys, that generates money, okay? Money is like a drug. You will come back to me again and again. Money, I'm giving you a drug. I'm selling a drug here. And all of you are getting addicted to it. So that's the reason I don't care. Even if you hate me, you will come back to me. Everyone who is watching me, all of them are getting addicted to the drug that I'm sharing. Okay, price hit our TP. That was a beautiful trade. Even that I took it demo, my idea was correct. That was a 2.27 hour trade, and you saw it printing live in front of you. Live. Freaking live, guys. You wanna see my execution? The people who wanna see my execution say yes. The people who wanna see my execution say yes. I will show you my execution if you wanna see it. Precision, folks. Who wanna see my execution? Look at it. Look at it. Look at the execution, guys. That's the same chart. It's on MetaTrader 5. Look at it. This is our breaker block, right? Our breaker block, once price went below the breaker block, executed. The red mark that you see, that's the execution. Where did I put my TP? Below this candle's body's low. You like it? Do you like it? If you like my execution, sniper execution, no drawdown, zero drawdown. Look at the execution. Zero freaking drawdown. I entered here. After that, price just went below. Sheesh. Closed here, trade. Price is still moving towards the downside. Precision sniper entry, snipe. Enjoy it, guys. And that's the end of the stream. Take care, guys. And I hope to see you like on tomorrow in my live stream. If you are enjoying my live stream, hit that like button. And that's it for today, guys. Take care. Bye bye.